Hey, folks, what is up? How are you all doing? Are you doing okay? I'm not doing okay because this video does not have audio. I am doing this post-com. Yay for post-com. Let's get this over with. Alright, so, yeah, wanted to skip straight to SmackDown instead of going over main event. Nothing too important happened. Uh, of course, it's main events, which does get into a point that I'm going to be making relatively soon. The brand split is coming. It is fast approaching because booking SmackDown and Raw and superstars and main events while trying not to put anything important on superstars and main events, while also having difficulty spreading the people across both shows adequately. Because I'm running into trouble with people getting agitated simply because I can't fit them on both shows, on any shows really that matter because of storyline constraints. I need to put people that are involved in this storyline on this show. That's a problem. Now, if I or when I get the opportunity to put everyone onto the proper shows and stuff, I just realized I can see the corner of my side of my desktop. I need to fix that next time. What I'm trying to do is, once we get the brand split, we can put some of our less important shows or storylines, which we are currently putting on SmackDown. We're going to put those onto Velocity and Heat. Because fuck Superstars. That's a stupid show name anyway. We're going back to Velocity and Heat. I might keep main event still nice, but it's not the main event though. These matches are far from main event matches that will be on those shows. What even is the point of main events? The only thing I can see is that main event should be like, it should be the glorified house show. Like a highlight show. You know? I might do that at some point. But that point's not now. Anyways, right now I'm trying to figure out what is going to be the main event of the show. I debated for a little while. Oh, I debated main event. I debated main event. And I also debated what will be the semi-main event. I'm trying to focus a bit more on actually booking shows that will not only make a bit more sense storyline wise, because I realize that the way I've been booking up to this point more or less has been not only kind of fantasy booking-ish, where I don't pay adequate attention to, setting up the show in of itself. Like, I do the whole authority intro, which we all hate because I didn't know what else to do. But really, we have the commentating team out there to commentate to help push the show, get things popping, get things cracking, get things open. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, we decide that our semi-main event is going to be Tyler Breeze versus Jimmy Uso. And I want him going back for a second, thinking, should I put The Miz as The Miz as Mr. Gorgeous's mouthpiece. But Summer Rae's there. She's not doing an awful job. She's involved somewhat with the storyline. But that's that. You can't teach that. Bada boom. There's guys in the room how you do. Is this where I figured it out? Or think about it? Or did I do it already? Nope, I already did that. Okay, excellent. Now, going to figure out my main event. And that winds up being the Intercontinental Championship. The match is going to be Dean versus Dolph. So, rationally speaking, storyline-wise speaking, on last Tuesday, Kevin Owens and Dean, no, Kevin Owens and Dolph were having an Intercontinental Championship match, and Dean interfered with that. And Dolph, maybe he was winning, maybe he wasn't. The important thing is that we don't know yet. We don't know who's going to win this match. So Dolph is going to fight Dean, get him out the way, and then get back to having his title match. Kevin Owens is adamantly against this rematch because he doesn't want to fight. Because why would he fight when he can lose the championship? He's not a fighting champion. He is a Kevin Owens. If I make Dean champion, which I'm almost certainly going to do, if or when I make Dean champion, I wonder if I'm going to put him as a fighting champion. I can see Dean saying, if I'm going to be champion, I'm going to prove I'm a champion. Some of you guys, you don't remember long. You forget things. He's a lunatic. He's going to fight all of y'all until nobody wants a shot no more. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm looking back at prior matches. It took me a long time to get to this booking. I took a lot more time booking this show than I usually do. I also spent a while booking Superstars main events, actually, because I actually did include some of the minor storylines, little snippets of it, like the announce team down there, which I need to work on them, get them more acclimated to actually talking a bit. Considering that they're going to be an integral part of the new foundation of our second brand, SmackDown, and our minor shows. We can't have our main big guy commentators on in every show. That's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Jeez, I'm taking a long time to book. What am I? Okay, I'm actually recapping what I just recapped, which was the Intercontinental Championship feud. Whew. Man, I talked a while. Nice and long. I was trying to decide if Kevin Owens was going, if Dean was going to win or not. I considered ending in a draw. I considered ending it in a draw. I don't know. I didn't want. I was thinking about minimizing losses, but then I realized, well, it makes sense for Dean to win. Dean beat the number one contender, so he should be the number one contender. But Dolph wasn't going to be the number one contender. He was going to win because he was winning his match. So Dolph still manages to finagle his way back into there. Plus, he has his rematch clause. Right. Another method I'm going to start using with my booking, which I guess isn't really relevant to you guys, because this is more of a just me thing, but booking from the matches first and then doing the angles to fill up the time, because I am a believer in using the wrestling to push the show, use the matches to push the show, not the angles, which is always an unfortunate thing working with WWE and Vinnie Mac, because with 40 to 50% of your show needs to be angles, you can't really push matches that hard, I do enjoy matches though, so I will always get my 4 matches every show at least. For my minor shows, I get in 2 matches, so I get 6 matches. Which, that's what I would like to have 6 matches on each individual card, really. But that just comes back to my time booking with SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Which, if you guys haven't seen, I have a couple of videos on my channel. You can watch those. Do I have SmackDown vs. Raw on this channel? I do. Well, I say this channel like I have more than one channel. This is my only channel, folks. All the scrubtastic scrubness, this is all me. 100% Kuro. Yes. Anyway, I do have some SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 videos that I did near the end of the summer with my younger brother. I think I did it with him. Yeah, we did. I have only 3 videos of it though, because we moved on to WWE 2K15, which he of course didn't show up for enough times to record, and because of that, that got dropped. And that's why I'm on TEW, because I could do this all by myself. Though I might wind up going back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. I'm a really big fan. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Anyway, this match is setting up a feud, which I probably, if you looked closely, I added a new storyline. The Dudleys versus Primo and Epico, which is going to culminate at TLC, I think. How many we got? Survivor Series, TLC. And Survivor Series is going to be a very busy show. A very, very... You know what? Why don't I use... I don't use my pre-show, do I? Huh. I probably should, to get some more matches out. Yeah, I should be using my pre-shows more. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna book it. Here it is. Yo. Use your pre-show. Nigga. Alright. Oh. Alright, don't drop the book. Alright. So yeah, I'm adjusting my time scales because I think I might want to be going over, as almost always, 60% match. Oh, actually, 50-50. I can do 50-50. It has to be exactly 50-50. So reasonably, I could probably fit a 5th match in there at some point. And now I'm trying to figure out what my final match or opening match is going to be. I eventually decide that the best thing to do is to get a minor push forward for the world title Bedlam, of course, which is just promoting our newest stable, the Bulletproof Balor Club, which I hope they don't use that. It would be in their best interest to not go by Bulletproof Balor Club, because the initials. All the initials. AJ Styles. They don't want none. What? They don't want none. And they just built some jobbers. The Ascension and Maddox. No. Yeah. The Ascension and Maddox. I spent a while trying to find Maddox. Adam Rose, he can job some other time. That's more or less his only thing to do. And Bo Dallas has tons of momentum for being an excellent jobber. I'm a very big fan of Bo Dallas. Something about believe. I just find it so endearing. No, I just find it funny. Anything Bo Dallas does with the Bo Leave gimmick is funny. And all of his segments with the social outcasts, he's the highlight of the stable. Like, in all honesty, Bo Dallas is hands down the highlight of that stable. I'm not a big fan of Heath Slater. He's cool, but he's kind of lame. He's kind of cool in the least cool way possible. I think I don't know. The problem is, in the stable, he's like the reason. Well, not the reason. He's like he's de facto leader because he was ranked 9th most popular superstar. And also he was You know, he's been in a bunch of stables. Yeah, sizable amount of stables. Um, but he's kind of the most grounded one. You know, everyone's saying wild stuff. He's like, wait, what? What do you? I don't understand. I feel like he should be the wacky one, but he doesn't fit in that stable because everyone in that stable is wackier than he is, hands down. Uh, you know, Curtis Axel is great. The chains are off. I actually like Adam Rose in this stable. Uh, because it plays off to he's just this insane, weird dude. He's high as fuck all the time. He is beyond like wasted. This dude is like, this is Ash Ketchum level tripping balls. Nah, I mean, and Bo Dallas, when everyone's arguing or not making sense, Bo Dallas says something that connects everything together. He is the unity in that group. He is the unity. Yeah. Anyway, Raw recap. Primarily the main event recap. Triple H, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Bray Wyatt. Did I say Bray Wyatt already? Bray, Trips, Finn, Seth. Right. Man, these post-com videos are so brutal for me. I already talked. I said everything once. I can't remember if I said it once or twice already now. You guys can. I mean, you guys like are looking at the screen and you can hear me speak at the same time. I reckon. So I talked about my plans for Survivor Series and Mania, which will be the main storyline, the big overarching storyline. Which there'll be more storylines soon once the brand split happens. The brand split is going to start on the second Monday, second Raw after Survivor Series. Dagnabbit. I wanted to say this. I wanted to do my Survivor Series video and just put that as I'll show you guys it live. Not live. I'll show you guys it. I'm going to book it off screen. I'll book the SmackDown. Maybe. I'll book the SmackDown. And then the main event, the show itself, I will do off camera so that you guys can be surprised by the swerves and twists that I do. But I have to talk right now. I don't know how to do it. I have all this time. I'm in the beginning of this video still. I have tons of. Look at the time. There is so much time. This is a 46-minute video. We aren't that far into it. Yeah. Now I'm having a fairly difficult time filling in angles. This is the Balor Club after they smash up the Ascension and Maddox. They're going to come out and say, Authority, we're coming for those titles. Primarily Finn. Finn's like, we're coming for those titles. And AJ's like, he does a sick move in the background. And Drew and Carl, they grab beers out the audience and start tossing each other and smash them on their heads. And then everyone's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ah, man, you guys aren't even going to hear my joke that I've cracked throughout the show, which is that everyone's John Cena because I run out of things to say, so I say, you want some, come get some. 2 hours straight of talking. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk right now, right? You dig? All right, I'm gonna talk right now. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna talk about what I booked for the show, and I'm gonna stop talking. You guys can watch the rest if you want to, or you can leave if you don't want to. I'm not gonna keep you guys here. That's logical. So the show goes a recap of what happened. Yeah, a recap of what happened on Monday Night Raw. Then we've got shoot. Recap what happened. Let me check. Give me a second. Guacamole. Guacamole. Alright. So recap everything that happens. Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Triple H. We have a commentary team talk about them. It rates fairly well. It gets why did I click on that spot? Where's the logic behind that? It gets a 74 rating. AJ Styles and the Bullet Club defeat Brad Maddox and Ascension. 52 rated match. It was all around a decent match. The Battle Club shoots on the Authority. Gets a 70. A backstage disrespect. The Dudley Boys are backstage, talking, chatting up. And then Primo and Epico walk through them. Say nothing to them. Bubba's like, hey, you two, get over here. They turn around, they don't come here. And it's like, you don't just walk through the Dudley Boys and not say hello. And they just try to blow them off. And then Devon's like, hold on. Wait there. Hold on. Don't walk away when my brother's testifying. Bubba's like, thank you, Devon. Bubba says, we are the Dudley Boys. We are the greatest tag team in WWF. Oh, wait. Get the F out. Right. WWE history. You don't disrespect us by just walking by. You look at us and you say hello. Beam and Abaco say, well, you guys are so great. How come you couldn't beat the New Day? And then they say, Devon says, those dastardly, disgusting New Day, they cheated on us. They cheated. Yeah, we probably should have seen it coming. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't beat us clean. And they knew that. So they had to resort to underhanded tactics. You know what I'm saying. And then Bubba's like, if you guys want to talk all this smack about a legendary tag team, we challenge you to a match tonight. And people go say, sure thing, old man. And then they're like, one condition though, it's going to be a tables match. Devon, oh my brother, testify. Segment ends. Next we have Stephanie McMahon come out onto the stage with Charlotte and Paige. And Steph says, Sasha Banks, Sasha, here, sweetie, I have something I have to tell you. You got your match at Hell in a Cell, so technically you already lost your shot. However, you do have the rematch clause in your contract, so you will get an opportunity again at Survivor Series. Crowd goes wild because it's Sasha, because we want Sasha. Great. However, before that, we have another number one contender, and we want to see how well she's going to stack up. And we want to see how well you stack up. So, Monday night, maybe Tuesday night, Thursday night, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, is actually happening live. It's not pre-recorded. You guys don't know that. On SmackDown next week, we will have a second number one contenders match between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. Woo! We want Sasha. Let's go, Becky. I don't know. That's it. Everyone looks okay. It got a 62. We have an interview with Kevin Owens. Renee Young is interviewing Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens is like, Renee, don't you see that I'm still Intercontinental Champion? Dean, I'm going to kick your ass for what you did. But, hey, sorry, though, for y'all luck. You had your shot. Missed opportunity. You know, but that's not my problem. It's just how it goes on my show. Because this is the Kevin Owens show. And I am Kevin Owens, host of the Kevin Owens show. Now he's talking to Renee. Renee starts to ask another question. And then Dean comes in. Dean's like, hey, Kevin. You know, if I knocked you out, and I knocked the old pretty boy out there out, who was no one contender, and I knocked out the champion too, I think that means I deserve a shot at the title. Kevin's like, yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, not gonna happen. And Dean's like, well, if you're trying to find a new number one contender, I'll beat you right here, right now. And then they get up on each other's face, you know. And then Dean runs up, not Dean. Then Dolph comes out of nowhere, super kicks Dean Ambrose. He says, "Hey Dean, we have a rematch tonight. Hope you're ready." And he looks at Kevin Owens and says, "I'll get back in touch." That's the main event for tonight, which will be, of course, the Dolph versus Dean 2. Electric Boogaloo. That got a 50. We have the Dudley Boy versus Primo and Epico. The tables match it was a 60. The Dudley Boys went over. And then afterwards, in a 42 rated segments, Devon! Get the table! Get the table, put the other Primo Epico through the table. Next, backstage, we have Summer Rae, Tyler Breeze, and The Miz. The Miz is doing a photo shoot or whatever. Tyler interrupts with Summer. He says, Miz, I have an important question. What do I do if Roman Reigns comes out? Miz is like, Roman, he's nothing. He won't come out here. He's too afraid. You know, after he got his ass handed to him by Bray Wyatt. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, you see, people like Roman, they're not like us. You see, he may have, you know, some of our weaker-willed female viewers and children all swooning over him. But Breeze, kid, I know you. You know me. Summer, I know you. You know me. We know each other. We are the faces of Hollywood, you know. We are the people that really matter. Roman, he's nothing. He doesn't matter. He's absolutely nobody. He's just some second-rate rock knock off. You know, fuckboys don't come out. All of a sudden, who's it? Roman Reigns. He comes out. He says, "If I see any of you interfering with my cousin's match tonight, you'll get one of these." Cocks his fists. Summer Rae. Darn it! I couldn't do that. I was trying to say this through the video. I can't say it now. Implications. Cocks his fists. Summer Rae looks. Pause. Everyone looks. Pause. a Superman punch. And you can believe that. Walks out. Everyone's kind of shaken. Except for Summer Rae, who has paused. Alright. I got a 55. Next, backstage, we have an interview, 3MB. Jonathan Carver interviews them. He says, how are you guys planning on combating the New Day? You guys have seen the short up the numbers advantage that you usually have. He says something wild. Drew says something wild. Jinder says something wild. They wild out. They say, who are the New Day? Who do they think they are? He's like, we rock. We're the 3-man band. We rock. New Day, they have a trombone. What kind of rock and roll instrument is a trombone? That ain't no instrument. Drew's like, yeah, I reckon that's not an instrument. I mean, it's an instrument, but it's not important. Like, we have my electric guitar, right? And Jim's like, I have my triangle. That was a 44 rated segment. They didn't come across too well. Next, we have Tyler Breeze defeating Jimmy Uso. Yeah, it was a decent match, 54 rated. Breeze won by distraction from The Miz. So afterwards, The Miz and The Miz and Breeze are beating down Uso in a 40 rated segment. And then the next segment, Roman Reigns comes out, rated fairly well. The Roman. Did I do that timing right? Yeah. So Roman comes out, 52 rated segment, lays a SmackDown, and all that good stuff. The other filler angle, which is the League of Nations, are backstage. King Barrett has his gavel, and everyone, except for Lana for some reason, I don't know why I forgot her, are at the first annual, or the first meeting of the League of the Nations. Sheamus, King Barrett says, hear ye, the session now begins. Alberto Del Rio, he says, Neville, Kalisto y Sin Cara, the Lucha Dragons. They're nothing, little perrito de chihuahuas. Ay, they're nothing. We're big, we're strong. You know. Hombre. So if Kalisto wants a shot at me, he can get it. But he's not going to come back with nothing. Nadie, nunca, nobody, Nothing. Because he's not a champion like me. He's not a champion like the League of Nations. And then everyone's like, yeah. He does the whistle thing, the whip, and he whips his finger around, and everyone does it too, right? And Sheamus is like, a little boy Neville, what for many times already? If he thinks he can beat one of us, then I'm sorry, fella, but you're sadly mistaken, and you're not entertaining. Are you not entertained, fella? Whistles, swings finger around. Rusev yells stuff in Bulgarian. He does this whole Zangief like, yeah. And then everyone whistles, finger waggles. King Barrett says, alright, well, if that's all we got today, first meeting of the League of the Nations has ended. And for Neville, Kalisto, and Sin Cara, I've got bad news for you. Woo! 70 rated segment. Looked very nice. Very good. Nice and clean. In our main event, which was Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, again, they have pretty good chemistry. It was a 71 rated match. It lasted for 15 minutes. And it ended with Dean hitting the midnight special, but it really ended with the Dirty Deeds. So yeah, it was an overall good show. Oh, right. And then at the end, in the 51 rated segment, Kevin Owens comes out and clocks Dean with a super kick. Bada bing, bada boom, ruthless guys in the room. How you doing? If you guys want to continue to watch the rest of this video, go on ahead. I'm not going to stop yous. Why would I stop yous? But I'm going to stop commentary now. So, peace out. You guys can continue to watch the rest.